y'all at? TLC, it's the place to be. Go ahead, jump on. Let me know where you're checking in from tonight. Definitely share this live. Go ahead and get your guests on this evening. Great evening, everybody. Great evening, everyone. It's Tuesday. Great evening, everybody. I see you jumping on. Some of you are just Facebook users because you haven't given my platform the permission. But I see you, Miss Wendy Bennett. I see you, Jacinda Mitchell. I see you, JC. Well, I don't know, that might be a guess. Stephanie Young, Shaquila, Texas in the house. Who else we got out there? Great evening, everybody. Let's share this live. I'll spend a few moments with you and have a conversation. Coming all the way to you from the West Coast this evening. All right. Great evening, everybody. Welcome to TLC Conversations. We're going to give it a second just so that you all can definitely tell somebody that you know what change is on the line. Let somebody know that we're about to have a conversation for a few moments, letting the world know that their health is their greatest wealth. And who knows, somebody out there might be looking for something tonight. Right? So great evening. I see you, Gemma James Graham. Hey. I see all y'all Facebook users. Great evening. I see you, Frederica Lee. All right. Arizona in the house. All right. Sanita Dixon Lewis. I see you. Great evening, everybody. Welcome to TLC Conversations. Raven Denise. Great evening, everybody. Making my tea. All right, it's tea time. All right. So, great evening. I see you, Jasmine Durant. All right. Yes. That's right. Get those guests on. I love it. Y'all tag and share this live. Where y'all at? It's June, y'all. I see you, Dr. T out there. All right, I see you, Rashida. Yes, Cassandra Ward. Hey. Great evening, everybody. It's a new month. It's June. Yes. I think I got everything right. Now we'll figure it out. Yes. Great evening, everybody. Welcome to TLC Conversations, where I'm going to take a few moments and just talk and have a conversation with each and every one of you tonight. So, happy Tuesday to everybody that's jumping on this live, and I see you checking in on Instagram. Great evening to each and every one of you, as we're just super excited to definitely be in the best season, in our company, in our business, as there's so much going on in this world. There's a lot going on in this world, and our hearts and our prayers go on to, just people in the world that are definitely dealing with, what we've experienced over the last couple months. Just a lot of things happening in the world in which we just would not have thought would be taking place in this world in this season. And so all we got to do is we got to make sure that we are being aware of everything that's happening, and definitely making sure that we are continuing to pray, in times and moments like this. And so to everybody that's jumping on, need me a sip of tea. To everybody that's jumping on, been on these phones, right? I just want to welcome each and every one of you. Welcome all the guests that are jumping on this evening. My name is Pam McCray, and I could tell you that, just thankful to have another opportunity to share with you what I truly believe is something that is absolutely life-changing. You see, many things that are happening right now, we have to realize that we truly have to, still pay attention to our health. We have to make sure that we understand that our health is our greatest wealth. And we have to understand that this is a season in which our eyes need to be open to opportunity and open to different things in order to better our life, in order to better our health, in order to, for real, pay attention and to make a decision to create some wealth, some additional streams of income, as we're super excited to be impacting 20,000 lives, this organization, in 2020, a vision that God gave us, and that so many people have locked arms with us as we are buying into a bigger vision here at TLC, building for our legacy, and definitely, making sure that we are in the midst of changing lives all over the world as we're taking our company to $1 billion debt-free company. And so again, I want to say, it was just 5 years ago when one yes began to turn my entire life around. And so you never know when that one yes can be the very yes that you can actually say yes to, whatever it may be coming to you in life, right? And now you make a decision to do something different in order to have something different. So to those of you that are jumping on for the first time, I can tell you, as my heart and my prayers go out to everybody, life was very different for us 5 years ago. You see, 5 years ago, as things were definitely shifting, transpiring in our life, I would have never known that one little cup of tea would be the very thing that literally would begin to bring our family financial freedom. But I can tell you that it was in a season in our life through the ups and the downs in which, corporate America had failed our family, like so many people are going through, at this very moment where you looked up and you would have never thought that the world would be shut down. You would have never thought that we would be social distancing. You would have never thought that we would be in a position that we're in today, but we are. Right. Well, I can tell you that as we tried business after business for over 20 years, my husband and I, huge shout out to my BFF, Mr. Nathan McCray. We've been in this industry for over 25 years. But we tried opportunity after opportunity, never really creating any success. Can anybody out there relate to trying something in life? May have been a home-based business, may have been a traditional business, may have been something that you stepped out on faith and decided to do, right? If you can, put a 1 in the chat if you can relate to that. Well, that was our story for a very long time. But I can tell you, we always believed that one day we're going to find the perfect opportunity that would bring forth some change. So I can also tell you that you're looking and you're listening to a woman tonight who honestly didn't believe in myself a little over 5 years ago. I was a woman who allowed fear to stop me for a very, very long time. You see, I wanted something different in life, but I wasn't willing to push through the fear in order to get to the other side of fear, realizing that that's where the victory was. But it's something about when you begin to realize and recognize the greatness that God has put on the inside of you that you begin to do some things different in order to now get to the other side and to have those different things. Well, I can tell you, as I began to realize that I am created for greatness, that God began to shift some things in my life. But I can also tell you that Nate and I, we went through the ups and the downs. Being married for 31 years, we had our good moments, we had our down moments financially. But I can tell you, we always knew not to focus on those moments, but to understand that, it was a part of our process in order for God to get us to one day the very destiny that he needed us to get to. But I can tell you, after being bankrupt, not just once, but twice, you see, the job kept failing us time and time again. Nate was an engineer for over 25 years. And imagine, being a project manager, 1 minute there's a job, next minute there isn't, having a season of time in our lives in which we had to live off a 401k where, we had to experience the struggle of not really knowing where the dinner was going to come from that night as we were living paycheck to paycheck, below the paycheck, having to go to the gas station on a Wednesday, leaving $1 in the bank so we could fill up that tank, knowing that, the paycheck was going to hit on Friday before that NSF, had an opportunity to get there. And so, this was for real, our life. And we had to make a decision that, we weren't going to stay in that position. So after going through the bankruptcies, we've been through repossession, we lost every single vehicle, but we made a decision that, we needed to do something. And so as we made a decision and we decided to literally step out on faith, how many of you know what it feels like to step out on faith? Because that's what we did. As we packed our bags, we left Atlanta, which was our home for like 9 years, and we decided to move to Miami. We had a plan, but we didn't know the full plan and what God was going to allow us to go through. But I thank God for everything, because I wouldn't be the woman that I am today. It helped me to understand fully my purpose, something that I didn't know for a very long time. If there's anybody out there that can relate to that. And so after stepping out on faith, who would have thought that the job would fail us? Who would have thought that we'd look up? After he gave up himself for over 25 years, making that 6-figure year plus income, that we would look up, no job, no money, right around the holiday season time of 2014. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I truly believe that where we are right now in this world is something in which we have to realize that it's time for us to wake up. It's time for us to open our eyes. Because I can tell you that we didn't prepare for the job to fail us, but we quickly understood in that season that corporate America didn't care whether our kids had some Thanksgiving food. They didn't care whether our kids had some Christmas gifts, let alone they definitely didn't care whether we had a roof over our head, because by the top of 2015, we ended up with no place to live. But I said, yes. One yes. Y'all say yes once, twice, say it 3 times to seal the deal, for real. You never know when one yes can turn your entire life around. And so as I began to sip on this tea, right? This is actually the instant tea that I'm sipping on right now. But I began to sip on a little pack of tea that was green. Actually, here go one right here. I just found it, right? Here go a pack of tea. It looked like this 5 years ago. Now it's transformed to this beautiful royalty purple color. Same stuff, just a different packaging, right? And so literally, as I began to sip on this tea, I had no idea what God was about to do. As I lost 20 pounds in 31 days, you see, all I heard was that it would help me to lose 5 pounds in 5 days. Anybody out there know somebody who wants to lose 5 pounds in 5 days? Anybody out there know somebody who wants to be healthy? Because as I began to lose weight, I can tell you things began to shift in my life. I just put my feet on a scale. And as I began to post on social media, as everybody right now is turning up on social media, because we're not used to being distant. So now people around the world who would have never thought that they'd be on Instagram, who would have never thought that they'd be on Facebook, who would have never thought that they'd be doing TikToks, who would have never thought that they'd be on Snapchat, who would have never thought they'd be on Twitter. Everybody is on all these platforms, right? Because we want to be connected, right? We are created to be connected. And so now think about this, as I began to share, I didn't realize what God was going to do in that season, but literally one little pack of tea. And I'm sharing my personal story. As I began to sip, as I began to post for profits is what we call it. I looked up in less than 60 days, it turned into a double-digit 5-figure income from the comfort of my home. You see, I want y'all to know that I was a stay-at-home mom in that season in my life. Yes, background, finance, real estate, all that good stuff. And in that season, I was a stay-at-home mom. I didn't know a lot of people. I didn't have a lot of friends. No friends, no family really supported me in the very beginning, right? But I can tell you, I thank God that I did not stop there. I thank God that I did not stop when the people that I reached out to told me no, because I just decided that, I was going to sip on this tea. I was going to follow everything and listen to everything that I had been taught, the things that I didn't do in the previous companies for 20 years, right? And I decided, this time, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to go all in and go all out. And as I did it, life began to change. You see, I looked up and I realized that, as that thing began to really transition in our life, that this thing was not about me. This was the vehicle that I had been praying for in order to be able to impact and to change lives around the world, and realizing that my purpose is not about me. And so I looked up, kept on sipping on this tea. In 7 months' time, the very thing that we had visualized began to really become our reality. Imagine, once having things on a board. Imagine once having, visions on your phone. Once having, screensavers and things posted all on the walls and all on the mirrors. And now things are starting to really manifest and it becomes your life, right? And so as a result of it, we kept on sipping on the tea, kept sharing the tea. And my husband was right there by my side. You see, many people don't realize it, but he was right there. I could have never done this without him saying, I got this, or you need me to ship this out and things like that. But it was in that season that he said, it's time for me to come right by your side. The power and partnership is what we got over here in the McCray household. And so we realized that, one could put 1,000 to flight, 2 could knock out 10,000. And we began to build this thing together. We more than doubled our income in the next few months. We became documented 7-figure earners in 17 months. Now, multi-million dollars later, I say that it all started with one yes. And I'm sharing with you my personal testimony. I want y'all to understand this is not a get rich quick scheme, okay? Right? You got to work. I worked my behind off in order to get to, where we are today. And when Nate stepped in even further, I can tell you together now we work our behind off in order to accomplish the things that we want to accomplish, because we got big dreams and we realize that we can have everything that our hearts desire. So know that results aren't typical, but we're not typical. They vary from person to person. So if you're willing to put in the work, you're going to get out exactly what you put in. That's just how it works, right? That's one of the success laws, right? A principle, right? And so let me tell you a little bit about this incredible company by the name of Total Life Changes. We call it TLC for short, right? And Mr. Jack Fallon, he's our incredible CEO and founder. He started this company 20 plus years ago from his basement, right? Think about this. Everything big was once small. And that's how you have to look at things in life as we're going through the process and everything that we have to go through on a daily basis. But we thank God that he locked arms with his BFF, who in the beginning, imagine his BFF now today didn't even want to be bothered, Mr. John Licari. But you know what? Mr. Fallon was tenacious in presenting his ideal. Mr. Fallon was saying, you know what? I need you to listen to me. I need you to pay attention to me. And then together, they began to build this dream, starting with one product from his basement. But now we have about 50 life-changing products traveling all over the entire world, 150 countries strong. And I ask every single one of you tonight, what countries do you want to dominate in? What cities do you want to dominate in? What states do you want to dominate in? Because we will, no doubt, become a household name. And it's a matter of you making a decision that you want to be the one that now introduces this to as many households that you could possibly introduce it to, because our products are definitely life-changing. And we're on a mission to take back health in the United States and all over the entire world. So let me tell you a little bit about this tea, all right? It's called the IASO tea. Lose 5 pounds in 5 days. But I want each and every one of you to understand it's not about weight loss over here. We are so much bigger than a weight loss company, okay? But it starts with this tea, all right? And it's not even a weight loss tea. It's a detox tea. Y'all say detox. Because what we have to understand is one of the keys to creating a healthy life is that we have to realize that the air that we breathe is toxic. We have to realize that the food that we eat is toxic. So you got to start with cleansing your gut, your colon, your intestines out with this little pack of tea that's all natural, 9 herbs in it, no stimulants, no caffeine. Get asked that question too. Nothing in it but some herbs, ladies and gentlemen. And it's the combination of the herbs that's going to literally cleanse out your body to put it at the ultimate state. It is so powerful, right? And so I can remember when I began to drink this tea, I didn't realize what it was going to do. But I can tell you that I lost 6 pounds in 2 days, right? I began to really lose the weight, some belly fat. Can anybody relate to some belly fat going on flat? Well, when my stomach went on flat, and I started to share with people all over the world, everybody wanted to know, how can I get some more of that tea? How can I grab that tea? And so imagine this. We've been doing this. I've been here for 5 years, right? Our executive ambassadors, they who started the whole U.S. market, they've been here, about 7 years, right? And about a year or so before. It's going on 7 years. So now imagine this. Right? We haven't scratched the scratch of the surface. We're looking for some more ambassadors of our product to say, you know what? I want to be healthy and I want to tell the world. That's all we do here. We have a lot of fun talking about some products that flat out work. But it started with that little pack of tea. Then Mr. Fallon said, you know what? All right, I see y'all traveling the world. I see you trying to boil some tea because that one makes enough for a whole gallon. You put it in the refrigerator, you sip on it twice a day. Right? He said, but I see you trying to make this tea in coffee pots and out of hotel rooms because you figure once you find something that works, you don't want to let go of it, right? Our products have an emotional attachment for real. So he said, let me come out with the instant IASO tea, which is what I'm sipping on. I just had me some water. I opened this up. I poured it in a bottle of water, shake it, voila, drink it, lose 5 pounds in 5 days. Now, because this is an instant, it's all natural, has some different components in it. Now, what I like about this one is it has a soluble fiber in it. So when you drink this 30 minutes before a meal, guess what? You're going to eat less. So I'm sipping on mine now. All right. Still eat early on the West Coast, right? Only about 5:30, 5:20, right? I haven't had my dinner. So when I do decide to eat, guess what? I'm going to eat less. Powerful, powerful thing, right? So I love this one right here, which is the second tea that we began to grab a hold of and began to tell the world all about the detoxification and the benefits of the product. But then once you detox, you see, now you got to be willing to put some nutrients back into your body, okay? And so it's going to start with this NutriBurst. 72 minerals, 19 amino acids, 1 tablespoon is like you eating 10 salads. Now, if anybody out there, I want to just check, anybody had 10 salads out there today? If so, please tell me, about your story on how you were so excited to eat 10 salads, because I don't know anybody out there who is, okay, no matter how healthy you want to be, right? Well, 1 tablespoon is going to give you just that. And because it's a liquid vitamin, 98% absorption directly into your system. And see, I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I absolutely love this product because not only does it build your immune system, helps with mental clarity, focusing, energy, a lot of different things. But I can tell you that, my dad, I'm gonna tell you a story about my dad. My dad, I was able to go see him just on, when was it? Yesterday, day before yesterday. And, I tell you right now with the social distancing, it's been hard to not see my dad because I'm used to seeing my dad all the time. But I can tell you, I'm thankful because I know that he's taken care of. He's on these products, nothing to worry about, right? But let me tell you how he was, where he was about 4 years ago. Flat on his back, stopped responding to us, wouldn't communicate with us. His memory was definitely going away. Couldn't even lift a fork to feed himself. So much to the point to where a service stepped in, a service that will step in, when someone's health is declining. Well, I can tell you that I said, you know what? Give my dad 1 tablespoon of this NutriBurst a day. And as they gave him 1 tablespoon of that NutriBurst, his life began to transform. You see, his memory started getting better. He started having full-blown conversations. He went from not being able to lift a fork to sipping on hot cups of coffee. He's been able to get up out of his bed, take some steps with a walker, ladies and gentlemen. And I have videos of that. But I can also tell you that what's so powerful is that, I got a phone call about 6 months in after my dad was on this product, right? And I can tell you what ended up happening was they said, Miss McCray, your dad no longer qualifies for our services. So he was released. And so this was his before and after picture, right? From years ago. All right, this is what he looked like before the NutriBurst. This is what he looks like after the NutriBurst. And I can tell you, my dad is 96 years old. So we've been able to celebrate 4 more birthdays. If y'all can see my daddy right now, look, this is my dad the other day. Look at that, y'all. As I'm looking at him through the window, can y'all see that? Look at that smile, right? Daddy is 96 years old. This is me and my kids over there spending some time with him through the window. And, I just give God all the glory, for the power of these incredible products, and him putting us in a position to be able to change the world by just sharing better health. That's all we do. So that's the NutriBurst. Now, after you put the nutrients back in, now you're going to be able to grab a hold of some energy. You see, we call this the powerful trifecta, all right? You can either grab some of the regular tea, some of the instant tea. Either way is powerful, and you want the trifecta effect, all right? And so this NRG, natural raw energy, when you say it fast, it's energy, okay? Turn on the energy, turn off the appetite. It's going to allow you to burn 300 to 600 calories a day. But on top of it, ladies and gentlemen, it's known as the happy pill. So when you take this every day, you're going to be smiling more. You see, in a world right now in which is going through so much, right? We're paying attention. We have to find our smile. We got to get up and smile every day. We cannot focus on the negativity because what you focus on grows. So you got to find ways to keep things positive. And I tell you, this NRG, turning on the happiness every day, but it has a component in it too that helps you to focus. It helps with mental clarity. This is one of the products along with this one. Our son Christian, who struggled academically, was moved along in the school system, literally set up to fail, giving grades, no child left behind, giving grades that he didn't deserve. When we caught it, they wouldn't retain him. They wouldn't promote him. They placed him into the 9th grade, whatever that means, right? But I can tell you it meant failure, okay? Because he kept on failing. All right, but this NRG, literally has been able to change his life. So he doesn't start a day without it. All right. He is, a sophomore in college right now and about to graduate with his associate's degree next week, right? Go figure. And I can tell you this product doesn't go a day without it. And he's a sports student athlete. So, that product has really changed his life. So that's the NRG. Now, a couple other products that I want to share with you today are some of our CBD products. I don't have anything over here, but I do want to tell you there's another product that I introduced into my dad's life that really built his immune system strong. We take it every day. It's called the Chaga, CHAGA. Google the many benefits of that product. It's anti-everything. It's an anti-inflammatory. It's high in antioxidants. It's a superfood, and it helps It helps with battling the growth of abnormal cells in your body, okay, in which people end up needing to get treatments for. So the chaga is absolutely powerful. Definitely check that one out. And then the resolution. If you want to drop 1 to 3 pounds a day, it comes in a little bottle, and literally it's drops you do 3 times a day. It's going to remove those unwanted food cravings. You have to maintain a 1,200 caloric diet plan, but it's a coach in a bottle. So, it's very easy to do. And I can tell you, there are testimonies of people like Miss Gwen Bennett, who went from a size 14 to a size 6 for her 46th birthday, and she leveraged that resolution product. So now let's talk CBD, right, tonight for just a minute. And then I'm going to show you how you can tap into this daily pay. Become a product of the product. And if you want to get paid tomorrow, I'm going to show you how, all right? And so let's talk about the CBD industry, because, it's a CBDetox explosion over here. And we're really excited because basically we've had 2 powerful industries collide. Okay, that's basically what has happened, right? We had the instant tea now come and collide with the CBD industry. And as I think about CBD, right, you just understand, the power of it. Special edition, CBD high times, and just healing, just the benefits of the CBD product as a whole, to know that we're a part of an industry that's deemed to be a $22 billion industry by 2022 that grew over 107% in its first year. I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that alone is exciting. But I can also tell you that when I first heard about CBD, I wasn't interested, okay? I wasn't. And I don't know, there might be somebody watching this live, you might be thinking the same thing. But when I first heard CBD, I heard getting high, I heard marijuana. I'm like, I don't want no parts of it, all right? And I didn't understand the benefits of it. Let me just put it that way. I'm like, I'm 50 years old. I haven't tried none of that in 50 years. I'm not interested, right? But I can tell you that I started to see the testimonies, right? As our lemon flavored CBD full spectrum hemp hit the scene, all right, last year sometime. And I can remember, as the testimonies were coming out, people started to sip on this tea and their skin cleared up. I started to hear testimonies of people who battle with pain in their body, now sharing testimonies that the pain was no longer. I started to hear testimonies of people who, battle with mood issues, not the happiest person, now sipping on this tea and they're like this, right? I started to hear testimonies of people who had a hard time being able to handle situations, would be uptight, even to the point to where, it affected their life, right? And now sipping on this tea, and again, cool, calm as a cucumber, all right? And so I said, let me pay attention to this CBD. What is it? Let me try it. Right. And I can tell you, I drank this tea, detox my body like none other. And I like to drink mine before I go to bed because it helps you rest. It helps you relax, sleep like a baby. All right. So that's the CBD. And then I began to learn, too, that there's something called THC. The higher the THC, the higher the high. Our products have less than 0.1% in it when it comes time to the full spectrum. The legal limit is 0.3. So you all hemp, no high over here, right? You're just going to get the benefits of CBD and feel absolutely amazing. But to the person out there that's saying, you know what, I work a job, maybe you're in the military or, I don't know, in another field in which you can't have any, not even 0.1%, you can't, you just can't. The job is saying, no, don't do it. All right, Mr. Fallon says, we got you on all corners. He came out this year with the broad spectrum raspberry lemonade CBD tea, in which has 0.0% THC. No THC, all hemp, no high over here. So that is the next one that we absolutely love. We have some other ones, the alleviate. We got some pain. This helps to alleviate pain on demand. Never seen anything like this. I tell you, the testimonies of this product will blow you away. But not only that, if you waist train, you can definitely put some of this on your belly fat, wrap up that belly fat, ladies, and watch this stuff go to work. Even seeing testimonies of you rubbing it on edge lines and it growing back hair, similar to another product that we have called Infinity Oil, that really penetrates and helps with pain and does a lot of different things. So that's the alleviate. Then the last one I'm going to talk about are the Harmony drops, right? So after I tried the tea, I said, well, okay, let's see what these drops are. All right, this was the second product that I began to try. And this one has the full spectrum hemp in it too. But what I love about this one is it has vitamin C in it. So it's high in antioxidants. It has vitamin E in it, help you to stay beautiful, right? And look young all your life, right? And it has something in it called MCTs. What that does, all I heard was it enhances exercise, but I also heard that it stops the growth of fat cells. That was all I needed to hear. So I do these harmony drops every day. And I say everybody needs a little bit of harmony in their life. So I can go on and on with these products, ladies and gentlemen, because we have so much going on here at TLC. The other thing I do every day is the matrix, all right? Our 100% vegan protein helps you to gain weight. If you need to gain some weight, then you add it to your meals, okay? If you need to lose some weight, then you replace a meal. Get rid of the food, have you some matrix, right? So a lot of different things. But I can go on and on with these products, but I'm going to stop right there. And what I want to do, and I want to tell the guests on here tonight, if you just got on here because you're definitely serious about making sure that your health is your greatest wealth, right? And you realize that you need to implement some things that are going to enhance your health, to help you to live the best and to be at the epitome of health, then grab a hold of these products. Get back with the person that invited you on here tonight. Text them, send them, give them a call after this and say, I'm ready to get my products. But maybe you're on here tonight and you understand that, you know what, this season has let you know that you don't ever want to find yourself in a position to where your life is controlled by the government. You don't ever want to find yourself in a position to where you got all your eggs in one basket. And if that stream of income goes away, then now what are you going to do? You don't ever want to find yourself in a position where, you know what, people had no choice and everybody's dependent upon unemployment income. Don't do that, because successful people think outside the box. Successful people understand having multiple streams of income, 7 streams of income. So allow TLC to be that vehicle that can now open up some more streams of income for you, because that's what this company is doing for so many people around the entire world. So let's talk about this compensation plan, right? Not just any comp plan, but y'all say, put in number 1 comp plan, all right? Number 1, just put the number 1 sign in the chat, because that's what this is, okay? That's paying out not just weekly, not just monthly, but y'all say every day, daily pay. Daily pay is what's happening over here. We are the Uber in our industry, and we're absolutely excited because to be a part of a company that literally is paying out about $250,000 a day, all right, in retail sales, okay, coming from our retail component that we have here as we're sharing these products. Imagine that, right? Imagine being a part of a company that has grown over 300,000 people who have said yes in the past 90 days. Imagine that. Imagine being a part of a company that literally is breaking records and making history, and we got the number 1 compensation plan that matches up with the number 1 products around the world that flat out work. So now the first way is retail. And I ask every single one of you on here tonight, who do you know that wants to lose 5 pounds in 5 days, that can benefit from any of these CBD teas, that you know can definitely use a bottle of this NutriBurst? Because now when you go to your state website, right, everybody's online now, okay? I can tell you, Amazon show up at my house every day, okay? So, I'm sorry, but it's funny, but they do, right? And so now imagine this. All right, people are clicking in order. You give them your link, they go on their phone, they decide to click your link, and guess what? You're gonna get a 50% commission. You turn on your daily pay, and that commission is coming into your household tomorrow. It's powerful, so you get half. So let me give you an example. Someone goes to your website. All right, every product has volume attached to it. They buy a bottle of NutriBurst, a month supply. Guess what? You're gonna earn $20. They decide to go get some of this CBD tea. You're gonna earn $20. Do that 5 times a day, right? 5 times a week. Imagine the money starts to add up, and it's starting to now pay some of those bills coming into the household. It's powerful. It's going to help you to bridge the gap, and you can take it to whatever level you want to take it to. So that's retail, right? The first way that we get paid through the comp plan. But I can also tell you that there's something called the power of having some inventory. Product on hand creates cash on demand. So when you have some of this product, 1 pack of this, we pay $10 for. We sell it for $20. Person drinks this for a week. What's going to happen? 5 pounds in 5 days, losing some inches, feeling great, feeling lighter, detoxing. They're gonna come back and say, how can I get some more, right? This product right here, these products right here, individual sachets in here. You literally can buy a bag of this tea. This is about $60 for a month supply. You break it down, sell, 5 packs for a week for $30, right? Imagine that, double, triple your initial investment by now retailing these products on an everyday basis, because sometimes people just want to try the product, right, before they actually buy the product. So that's retail. I can stop right here and everybody can create some success. All right. But I want to talk to the person that understands residual income. I want to talk to the person now that understands what John Paul Getty said. I'd rather have 1% of 100 people efforts than 100% of my own. You understand teamwork makes the dream work, and you want to make some money in your sleep, because Warren Buffett said, if we don't find a way to make some money in our sleep, we're going to work until we die. Nobody wants to work until we die. We're here on this earth one life. We want to be able to live, right? Live life, not just exist in life. So now the second way we get paid is what we call a fast start bonus. Once you now introduce the product to somebody, they try the product, they say, hold on, wait a minute, I know somebody who wants to lose some weight, who can benefit from this CBD. How can I share with my friends and family? Absolutely. They say yes. I told you it was powerful. They're now given a free state-of-the-art website, but they partner with you. You're going to earn a 50% commission based off of the one-time investment they start their home-based business with. Now, the third, fourth, and fifth ways get into sleep money. Y'all say sleep money. Okay, what's going to happen is, imagine waking up to money every single day. Now, the third way, the hybrid binary, is something that requires some time, and it starts to build, but it also requires you to get into position. Okay, you got to get in the way of what's going to happen anyway. So when you get back with the person that invited you on here tonight, you solidify a position of equity. All right, what's going to happen now is everyone goes into the system one behind the other. So you only need to find two people just like you, because we build with two teams, a left team and a right team. Everyone goes in one behind the other, but your position changes every moment that you wait, okay? Because we're serious about getting these products into every household in the entire world. We're on a mission with these 150 countries that we're shipping into, right? So now you get in, and there's going to be people that start next week, next month, 2 months from now, holiday season time, when everybody want to make some extra money, but you got in first. So now as everybody begins to join, as this thing begins to build, there's going to be some people who you don't know. But because you got it before they did, you're able to benefit from them as they now go. We're paid off a product movement, all right? The more products that get sold, the more money you make, right? And so it's powerful on what's happening over here. But you can earn up to $20,000 a week. Now, you may be saying, okay, did this lady just say 20? Is she crazy? I used to think so too, until Nate and I we were able to max this out. One way of pay, so many of our business partners doing this every single week. So strong, all right? The fourth way is what we call a check match. This is your third 50%. Now, here's what's going to happen with this. We personally introduced Sean Jackson Hughes, right, to Total Life Changes. For the week, Sean says, you know what? I'm not playing. I'm getting me a comma check on that binary. So she goes out, she makes $1,000 on that binary. Well, guess what? Sean's excited. She got her 1,000. Nate and I are excited too, because we personally introduced her. So we're going to get a $500 match. Sean is just one person. We personally enroll. Just send a Mitchell into our team. She goes out. She does the same, right? Or higher. Guess what? She gets hers. We get ours. It's powerful. But then there's another level, because now when Sean goes out, bring someone into the business. When Cindy goes out, bring someone into the business. There's a second level match up to 50%. Just remember, 100% bonus payout. The fifth way we get paid is what we call a lifestyle life changer bonus. Once you reach the rank of a national director, Mr. Jack Fallon says, you know, I got you covered on every corner. I'm going to pay you daily. I'm going to pay you weekly. And guess what? Yes, I'm going to pay you monthly. Okay. And so the lifestyle bonus, life changer lifestyle bonus, is a $1,500 bonus in which you're able to receive every single month in order to maintain your lifestyle. It's one of the ways that we were able to be a blessing in our son Christian's life, who literally, like I mentioned, he was set up to fail. All right. He has a gift at playing basketball. He could never play basketball in school because he could not get the grades. He struggled academically. I remember, us not being able to afford a tutor. And no matter how much we realized our child needed some help, and it was hard. I used to cry tears because I knew that our child needed help and there was nothing that we could do about it. But one yes to Total Life Changes allowed us to be able to hire Christian a full-time tutor, when he needed it the most. As he was now coming up to par. Not only that, one little yes allowed us to be able to pay cash to put Christian in Oak Hill Academy as he went there for a summer school. He went there for as a fifth-year senior. We allowed him to repeat his fifth year just to give him, his senior year, just to give him a chance at his dreams, right? Open up the door for so much for him, because so many NBA players came out of that school. He graduated MVP, was finally able to play basketball after a counselor told him he would never play ball when he was in traditional public school. Okay, but I can tell you, not only did he graduate MVP, he had a full ride scholarship in Florida, full ride scholarship, West LA, and go figure. One yes. The very kid that was set up to fail, about to graduate next week, the first one in our family, I don't have a degree. Nate don't have a degree. But guess what? The one who literally they set up to fail is the one who will bring home an associate's degree and then go on to none other than Cal State Fullerton, as he had 15 D1 offers on the table. So you never know. Somebody out there is dependent upon your yes. And so I thank God every day for being introduced to this company. I'm forever grateful. I thank God every day for Mr. Jack Fallon, for his vision, for Mr. John Licari, for Rosa, for our corporate staff, no matter what we are going through, right? The trials and the tribulations as we are pressing through in this world to bring forth hope, you gotta be thankful, right? And so one yes turns it all around. And so I know that everybody's saying, okay, well, Pam, what's that 6-way? Now you'll feel it, all right? You will feel it. You'll feel the passion. You'll feel the love, right? Passion is our fuel. We love each other, period. Grateful is our mindset. We get a lot of work done because we always having fun over here at TLC, right? And we give more than what's expected. So we stand on some strong core principles, and we're excited because we are a light in a world that right now is very dark, okay? And so why don't you say yes and become another light, right? Because you all got a light on the inside of you, but to have a vehicle that is a light, watch what God will begin to do as you begin to now focus on helping to change the lives of others. So I know everybody's saying, what do I need to do to get started? I'm so glad y'all asked. You know, it starts with a decision. You got to decide. Make a decision that, you know what, the time for change is now. You want to be a customer? We love our customers. Absolutely. Please get back with the person tonight. Say, I'm ready to place my order because I understand that my health is everything. If I can spend money on material things, why not pay attention to my health and make sure that's in check, right? And so do that. Become a customer. But to the one on here tonight, you're saying that I want to be a life changer, right? And then I say to you, go out and get you a life changer kit, right? This life changer kit is going to change your life. Okay, this kit is going to give you some powerful information. You're going to pay $50 for this kit. And guess what? You now have a home-based business. And all you have to do is get this kit and some product. Not just a kit, you need some product, okay? So now you get the kit for $50. And let's say that you decide that you want our Freedom Kit. Freedom Kit is powerful. You want to get free? Grab a hold of the Freedom Kit. This one right here is going to give you some NutriBurst. It's going to give you 2 packs of the Instant Tea, right? And it's going to give you this NRG, right? And for about $165, $170, something like that, $169.99 or $164.95, something like that, right? But I can tell you, you're on your way to taking back your health while creating some wealth. But I can say, don't make your minimums your maximums, okay? Because one of the things that I can tell you in this season is people want it right now. People want to be healthy now. So yes, we have these kits, but you don't have to just get in with a kit. You can customize your package. Get you a kit and grab you some products so that now you can go out and say, hey, pick up the phone. Do you or anybody you know want to lose 5 pounds in 5 days? I found these products that are life-changing. Now you go out and you share a pack for $20, right? Making all of your money back, or you have some extra tea and you break it down and now you're able to share with somebody and get your money back right away. It's powerful, ladies and gentlemen. It's one of the ways that you can jumpstart your business and get yourself started very, very fast by having that product on hand. So at this time, I just want to say to each and every one of you, one yes turned my entire life around. And all you got to do is make a decision to get in. Get in front of something that we know without a shadow of a doubt is going to change the entire world. You see, we're on a mission, this team, this organization, Created for Greatness, C4G Strong, right? As we buy into a bigger vision, building for our legacy, as we buy into the vision of our CEO and founder, taking this company to $1 billion debt-free company. We already debt-free, but we're about to be $1 billion debt-free company. You see, it's not a question of, are we going to get it done? It's a question of, will you get back with the person tonight who invited you on this line and say, I'm ready to be one. So get back with the person who invited you on this call tonight, this live tonight. Say, I'm ready for change. I want some financial freedom. I want to first and foremost be free, health-wise, and definitely say yes to the very company that can absolutely turn your entire life around. So my name is Pam McCray, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you, not from the top, but at the top, because that bottom is way too crowded and nobody deserves to be there. So let's take this thing all the way to the top. Join us back tomorrow night, same place, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as another TLC Conversations take place with another phenomenal story, another leader who's going to share on this platform. And don't come by yourself. Bring your guests, right? Bring your friends in order to now get yourself started. Get yourself started fast and get yourself started right. So see y'all back. Just know that TLC is definitely the place to be. Y'all, it's for you and it's for me. All you got to do is say, I'm ready to sip on some of this IR. Take me a shot of some Nutriverse. And you know what? I'm going to add me some of this NRG. Whatever it is, I can tell you these products are life-changing. And you know what? We're super excited to have the opportunity to help change lives all over the entire world. So say yes. Y'all send those messages. Don't miss it. It's going to happen with or without you. Don't be the one that sits back and said, you know what? I shoulda, woulda, coulda. Instead, you can get in the way of this momentum that's going to happen anyway. Trust us. We're on a mission. Good night, everybody. Y'all remember that. Hey. Remember that. TLC is the place to be. Let's go. Good night, everybody. Love y'all. Hey. Y'all ready to live your best life? Yes. That's what TLC is. You wake up every day feeling your best, for real. All right? Because there's no other place out there that can touch us. Y'all know it. Yeah, it's the place to be. That's right. Yes. Right now. Hey. Good night, y'all. Good night. See y'all later. Hey.